Like they say, take a gander. The class is called Execute Order 66.
I feel like since you said it was from Star Wars, I feel like I've heard it from the Sith Lord or something like that. Maybe in
Ah,
passing. I
who's
don't
that?
know for sure. Oh, this I'm on my husband Carl's Zoom because I just seen the notification for class. So this is Nina.
Okay.
This is Nina. I'm on for him right now. Yeah, I feel like I've heard the
Okay.
Sith Lord say this. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure though.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. You got it. Now I got to remove you for the class because you're going to be answering all the questions too quick.
My God.
Yeah. We trying to get more of a challenge. She already answered the answer immediately. So, but yeah, it says it's from the Sith Lord, right? It's from the Star Wars movie, and it's funny because as I was watching that Trump speech, this movie just popped in my head, which was Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, right? And it's funny as well with sifting, like sifting season, right? The Lord sift the wheat from the tares. And also with sifting, the Lord also used Satan to sift the righteous and the wicked, right? So what's funny about the Trump speech, the inauguration, is people don't understand this man is making a whole bunch of promises, right? And he's signing these treaties, he's signing this executive orders and all of this stuff, and people is loving it. They believe in everything he's saying. But remember this: when has Esau ever kept his promise, especially when he signed a treaty? God, think about that, right? When has this devil ever kept his promise, especially to benefit the rest of the nation? If it don't benefit him, right? And then also you got to understand with this devil, he speak with a forked tongue. He'll say one thing, but he means something else, right? He'll present a word in a specific way to where you like, all right. Like for example, let's say he say the word lie. Now you might think I'm telling you that you're lying, but I might be saying the word lie as in I'm lying down, right? But he's saying the word lie. No, but he may be saying I'm lying down. But you might take it as one specific word, but he means something else, right? Or like the word lion, which is the animal, right? You might see the word lion, Lion, but lion could also mean Lieing, right? Or lion, Lying, like lying down, or also like an animal, which is a lion, or actually in words, you're lying, right? So the way Esau speaks is like a two-forked tongue. He'll make all these promises, and he'll say, we got to take care, we got to get rid of the criminals, we got to get rid of the murderers, the predators, the killers. And you thinking, yeah, these Edomites are some criminals, they're some killers. But he's only talking about blacks and Hispanics. But the way he present his statement is a blanket statement, right? And that's where a lot of his deception comes in as well too. He'll speak good words so you can believe him, you can feel good, and then he make you let your guard down. Once you let your guard down, then he attacks. Is a cunning hunter, right? So let's start off with this video right here, because we seen some crazy stuff, boy. And Lord have mercy, man. Let's start off with this video right here. This with the Trump video. Shamai, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me share the screen on this. The name of the lesson is called Execute Order 66. And as you watch the video, you'll see why the lesson is called that.
Predictable. America will be.
Yeah.
From hard hats to steel-toed boots,
Granger's got your safety needs covered.
With you in the years to come, we set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream.
Okay. So first off, Trump is speaking about MLK Day. Martin Luther King Day, which is not a coincidence, which is wild, it was on the same exact day as the inauguration of the president, right? Which was January 20th. That is not a coincidence, right? Can anybody tell me anything about Martin Luther King? Positives and negatives from what you know about him in history? And say Salakia. You know, let's have some interaction, but let's also have some order.
Slovakia.
Go ahead, sis.
He had a plan for his people, and that's what I learned in school, and that was to bring us together. But it's so I'm gonna talk in a stance of when I was in elementary school and I learned about MLK, and then I'm gonna bring it up into reality as I've grown up and I've learned more things, going to law school and stuff. So he like an elementary school kid, he was, trying to make sure that black people were equal to white people, which is just not wasn't in the cards in the reality for white people at that. And then later on, like I said, now that I'm older, I've learned that he has regretted what he did. He came out and said that in the guise of also talking about the Vietnamese War, which was odd today. I also learned about that. And I learned about a couple of court cases before MLK came into the picture. And, the only reason that he was planted and used by the Edomites to so-called integrate us is because they wanted our coin and our money. Our money was going and being funneled to their schools, but we couldn't go to those schools. And so people were bringing up court cases against this, and they were fighting this, and they didn't like this. So, white people wanted our coin and our dollar. So they planted him, and they made like they were integrating us.
Okay. That's a great point, sis. They wanted our money and they wanted to integrate us, right? And also with Martin Luther King, his dream that he talked about. I had a dream in the speech that he talked about that we could all come together, right, and integrate with these Caucasian people. Black and white can come together, hold hand in hands. Even not Malcolm, Michael Jackson even had that song. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, dun, 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 dun. Right? Doesn't matter if you're black or white. You're black or you're white. It's fun to be, yeah, yeah. I forgot the name of the title of the song, but it was one of the songs that he wanted everybody to come together. And he said, it don't matter if you're black or white. And then he had another song, which was us unifying, like hold hand in hand, we are the world, we are the children, let's all hold hand in hand, black or white, Hispanic, whatever. Let's all come together, right? So two of our people believed in unifying, but I was in the beginning stages of their thought process was about unifying, right? But when you understand the Bible, you understand you can never unify with this devil. Let's get Genesis chapter 25 and verse 23. And let's start from the beginning. Let's just get some quick precepts about Martin Luther King and why we can't unify with this white Caucasian race, right? A race of deceivers. Let's get Genesis chapter 25, verse 23. When everyone have it, say Khan.
Khan.
All right. You can bring it out, Ak, if you want to, Gabar Ash.
Khan. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. It says, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
So off rip, the Lord is talking about two different nations of people, and they shall be separated. They must be separated. No integration. segregation, right? And it says one shall be stronger than the other, right? Read the next verse.
Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right, so that's the Caucasian race. That's why when they get mad, their face turn red. When they get happy, when they smile, when they're out in the sun, they're getting cooked like a red lobster. Their skin and everything turns red. And also why? Because they have no melanin pigmentation. So the blood show forth through their skin, right? So that is Esau. And remember, it says the first going to come out, he's going to serve the younger, right? So he's supposed to be a servant. Read the next verse, Zach.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Right. So now you have Esau and Jacob. Now, with Jacob, they didn't describe what color he is because everyone during that time was already melanated. They're already like black and brown. They already had that type of melanation, as you would say. Right. But Esau is the only one that was different in that time. He came out red, like Caucasian. Right. So now, what is the characteristics of an Edomite or Esau? Right. Read the next verse, King.
Gone. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
Right. That's how the Caucasian people move today. They're cunning hunters. Right. You find them hunting. You find them in the fields. You find them going to hunting trips, mountain hiking, climbing mountains. They like a thrill. They like a daredevil. They like adrenaline. Right. They like to hunt animals, poaching them. They'll go to Africa just to hunt in the safari, just to kill lions for no reason and chop their heads off and then put it on a damn wall for a trophy. Hunt the elephants for the tusk, hunt the bisons. Whatever they do, they like to hunt. They like to destroy people. But they don't just kill you and destroy you. They're very meticulous with it. They're very strategic with it. They understand their prey and they know their weaknesses and they know how to set up a trap for them. Right? And unfortunately for our people, we're praised in the hands of this Caucasian people, the Edomites. So now, what happens? Let's get Genesis chapter 27. Right? I'm just showing you these quick precepts to show you why we could never get along with these devils. Genesis 27 and go straight to verse number 40. This is about Esau. He got a blessing from his father Isaac. Right? Jacob got a blessing and Esau got a blessing. Let's get Genesis chapter 27 and let's go straight to 40.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 40.
Khan.
And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Because remember, it says the elder would serve the younger, right? Isaac said that Esau's blessing is the sword. So whatever Esau gets, he got to get it by the sword. He got to take it from somebody. He got to kill people to get it. He got to steal it from people. They're not just going to give it to him. And he used deception. Remember, he's a cunning hunter. So he know how to get his way. He know how to use trickery. He know how to forge documents. Right? He know how to make you feel good with smooth words. And you could trust him to make a contract with him. And then you let your guard down. But then he'll backstab you and kill you and take your resources.
Khan.
Khan?
You saw that, Salaki, you saw the movie Gladiator 2?
Oh, yeah, Khan. No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I only saw the trailers. I still try to see it. Go ahead, Ken.
Because when Rome was coming to take over the land, he told him everything they got, they stole.
Look at that.
He said that's it in the movie. Yeah.
Right. And that's what the prophecy is saying in the Bible. Right? So we understand how he moves. Everything he got, he stole. He's a culture vulture. And that's what the Bible said in the first book, which is Genesis, how he's going to move. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion. That means when the white man is ruling now, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. What is that talking about? We used to rule over them during the Dark Ages. But then time passed. Now comes the Renaissance period. Now they're ruling over us to this time. So now look what Esau said. Read the next verse, King.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that's what he was thinking in his mind. Same as Cain against Abel. That's what Cain was thinking in his mind against his brother Abel. Because what? The Lord accepted Abel's sacrifice in righteousness, but he didn't accept Cain's. Because Cain couldn't keep the law. He didn't want to keep the law. He wanted to do his own thing, same as the white man. And what is the law today? The Bible, the laws and the commandments. The white man got power right now, and he still won't keep God's law. God?
God.
He know all the laws in the Bible, but he still decided to make 30 other thousand laws for his American system. But he will not keep God's law. Ain't that crazy? He can't do right. But he's mad because we're God's chosen people. He was chosen by the Lord. And he was created to be the wicked. So righteousness and wickedness can never get along together. It's always going to separate. It's one against another. Right? So he said, he made that promise, I'm going to slay my brother Jacob after my father is dead. All right? And people might say, hey, but hold on, he probably gave up. He probably showed mercy later on. Well, let's get Ezekiel 35. Let's see what the Lord said about this demon, Ezekiel 35. Let's get Ezekiel 35 and verse 2.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Mount Seir is the location also for Esau, right? The Lord used different parables pertaining to specific nations. So for Esau, whenever you see Mount Seir, that's symbolizing the Caucasian people, right? Read on.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Right. Now jump to verse 5.
Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Okay. Let's look up the word perpetual, right? Can y'all see the screen? Todd? Let me know if y'all can see the screen.
It's just black, though.
Todd?
It's just black.
It's just black.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Can y'all see the screen now? Right? You see the word perpetual? Right? Perpetual, right under the adjectives, it says never ending or changing. Right? It also means continuing forever, everlasting, often repeated, continuing for a long period of time without stopping or being interrupted. Ain't that what this devil is doing?
God.
God? Continually killing us, setting us up, framing us. They got the stop and frisk that's coming up now. Continually murdering us and has no compassion. Ain't got no mercy. Continually setting us up, changing the laws on us, putting our people in prison, giving them 30, 40, 50, 100 years life. Police killing us nonstop. That's the spirit of the Caucasian man against the children of Israel. That's why the Lord said he has a perpetual hatred. It don't stop. It's forever. He's going to keep going. God?
God.
So why would you try to integrate with him? Why would you try to hold hands in hand with him? Why would you try to be his friend? The Lord said he has a constant, forever hatred towards you.
God,
That's his characteristics.
Salakia.
Go ahead,
They
King.
don't, because they don't believe in this Bible.
They
That's
don't
why
believe.
he could tell them straight up and down. It just they're not gonna believe it because they don't believe this Bible.
God. Right? So now with integration, let's get Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Let's see what the Lord said. Because it's all about MLK. Trump said, we're going to celebrate and honor MLK in his dream. Right? Let's get Isaiah 13 and 15.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah. Everyone that's joining to the oppressor, which is Esau, the Lord said he killing. Just straight up. You want to integrate with these devils? The Lord said he's going to kill you too. Right? And people might say, why? What's going on? Why would the Lord do that? Because guess what? Same as the Caucasian man hates the children of Israel. Let's get Romans chapter 13. Let me see. Let's get Romans 9 and verse 13, King.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Right, that's God. The Lord loves Jacob. Who's Jacob? That's us. We're Israel. We're God's chosen. And the Lord hates Esau. God?
God.
Same as the white man hates the children of Israel, we hate them as well too. And God hates them as well. Why? Because he showed no mercy. He's a devil. He's the wicked. He goes against the laws of God. And God hates wickedness. God?
God.
And people are like, oh my God. No, that's not true. And listen, let's get Psalm chapter 7. Let's get Psalm 7. Psalm 7 and verse 11.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
See that? The Lord is angry with the wicked every day. But remember, we're his children. So he'll judge us immediately for our situations. Any crimes we commit against the Lord, any sins we commit against him, he'll correct us. But with the devil, he'll let him rock. Why? Because he's going to build a case on him. Same as with the FBI. They see you selling drugs in the corners in the streets and all. They don't just get you the first day or the second day. They'll wait a bit. You get caught slipping. Next thing you know, 3 or 4 years later pass, and they built a damn whole room file cabinet case against you. And once they come to get you, they're not just getting you. They got a RICO case on you now. They got you. They got a couple of dudes you was dealing with. They want the plug. They want the source. They want the whole operation now. That's what the Lord is about to do to the Caucasian man in America. He's about to bring a level of judgment that's been waiting for more than 400 years. Right? So God does not want our people to mix with these nations. Don't trust in them. Now, we're going to integrate. We got to believe this white man is going to save us. All right? Let's get Isaiah chapter 31. Let's get Isaiah 31 and 1.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
That's what the Lord said.
Right.
Off rip. The Lord said destruction to you that's looking for this devil to save you. Because Egypt represents slavery. Khan?
God.
Now let's get Lamentations chapter 4. Lamentations chapter 4. And let's get verse number 17.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for vain help, has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And our people is looking for Esau to save us. Our people looking for the white man for help. They think he's God. So now what is he doing? He's using Martin Luther King to try to push that spirit of unification. Let's all come together. Right? We can all get along. Let's all come together. We're all as one. All right? But look at this. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 13 and verse 1.
God, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder.
Yeah, that was tying in with MLK.
Right.
Right? Because remember, he was a pastor. And he always talking about, I had a dream of this going on, of people coming together, unifying, good God Almighty. We're going to be saved. We're going to make it to the promised land, all of this stuff. But what he did, he integrated our people by trusting in the white man, by trusting in Esau and the system. Right?
It's gone.
And what happens? His last speech, what did he say? He said, I feared I left my people in a burning building. I led my people in a burning building. Right? Jump to verse 2, King.
Gone. And the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
Right. Our people look at the white man like he's Christ. Like he's a God. And he said, let us serve them. Whatever they tell us to do, let's do it. As long as we can stick in with their system. As long as we get some benefits within their system. Right? Let's follow their customs. Let's follow their religion. Let's follow their Christianity. Let's accept whatever they give us. Right? Read on.
Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Right. The Lord said you're not supposed to listen to that person. Right? Now, from there, what happens? Let's get 2 Maccabees now. I'm just showing y'all quick examples of our people bringing our nation into the hands of these heathens. Unification, as you would say, or integration. Right? Let me show you another example. Same as with Jesse Jackson. Let's see. Same as with Jesse Jackson. He did the same exact thing. All right, here we go. Let me get 2 Maccabees King, chapter 4, and start at verse 7.
It's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 7. But after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus called Epiphanes took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onias, labored underhand to be high priest.
Right, so this is Jason. This is an Israelite that's a sellout. He sought out his own nation, right? So he went to the Greeks at that time, and what did he promise them? Read on.
Promising unto the king by intercession 303 talents of silver, and another revenue 80 talents.
Right, he wanted to buy the position of a high priest that Onias had. He didn't earn the position. He wanted to buy it with his money, right? A lot of people don't know Martin Luther King was dealing with the Rothschilds, the Rothschild family. People don't know that. He was dealing with Masons. Right? Read on.
Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set him up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians.
So not just MLK, Jesse Jackson literally did this. When you get the term African American, that was from Jesse Jackson. God.
God.
Same thing Jason did. Brought our people into the ways of the Greeks, and instead of them calling them Israelites, he renamed them Antiochians. It's like naming a person American. This is nothing new under the sun. Right? Read on.
Verse 10, which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to Greekish fashion.
That's what happens. Right? MLK with his speech about the dream he had where we could all hold hand in hands, black and white. That's not what the Lord said. But later on, before he passed, he led that speech and said, what? I fear I have left my people into a burning building.
Right.
God?
God.
Because now he understood what was going on. He's been tricked. And guess what? That speech is hard to find throughout the internet. But they all talk about I had a dream speech.
Right, right.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the I had a dream speech. Why? Because that speech promotes us unifying, coming together, integrating with the Caucasian people, with Esau, our oppressors, the devil. Right? Let me show you this, man. Boy, where's this guy at? Where is this guy, boy? You see this dude? Where the hell is this guy at, man? If y'all seen that speech, man, I think y'all already know what I'm about to pull up. We was watching this joint and we was just shaking our head like, you talk about a coon. Lord of mercy.
Salakia, was it the guy praying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, is he a pastor? Let me see. They say he doing too damn much. Here we go. This guy right here. Detroit, damn, it's a wrap, man. I gotta talk to HOI Detroit. I'll take this L. This is crazy. Here you go. Look at this. I gotta speak to Penuel. Tell him, that's your man's.
45th
this
and now,
man.
let's pray for our 47th president. Heavenly Father, we're so grateful that you gave our 45th and now our 47th president a millimeter miracle. We are grateful that you are the one that have called him for such a time as this, that America would begin to dream again. We pray that we would fulfill the true meaning of our creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. We pray that you use our president, that we will live in a nation where we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we are so grateful today that you will use our 47th president so we would sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside.
Hey, that man said a land where we're created equal, right?
God.
But in Deuteronomy 7:6, the Lord said the Israelites are not equal with anybody. We're above.
It's because Salakia, they just ignore the words of God, man. They just want to do what they want to do, what they say, like, the hell with what he said.
Time.
We don't care about what he said. We just gonna do it this way.
Right.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Remember, Genesis 25, the Lord said, Jacob, the younger shall be stronger than the elder. We're going to be stronger than these heathens. We're mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong. We can handle oppression that they can't. They lose a job, they get to the top of the roof of their building and commit suicide. They lose their job, they go home and go postal and kill their family, their wives and their children and the dog. Right? They lose $1,000 and then they start losing their mind. They still got $1 million left in the bank, but they lose $1 and they start losing their mind. We're above them. And they know it. That's why they need us. All right, let's see what else he talking.
Ring and because America, that you will use our 47th president, so we would sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride.
And he don't understand how right he is. He said, land where my fathers died. Yeah, this is the land we've been slaughtered. Right? The blood and the bones of the Native and Seminole Indians, genocide. Right? Where we've been just castrated, lynched. Bodies all under the soils of America. And the Lord said in Numbers 35 and 33 that this land cannot be cleansed. It can't be clean until you spill it with the blood of those that have spilled. When you dissect the MLK speech, it's so many precepts that start popping up in your mind. Because you like, damn, you saying one thing, but you don't have the full understanding of what's going on. Right?
Every mountainside, let freedom ring, and because America is called to be a great nation.
Yeah, he said, let freedom ring. It was let freedom ring while we still here. Right? Hey, Gabar, let me get Jeremiah 50 and 33. Jake don't understand what's going on.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
So where's the freedom in that? When it says America refused to let us go. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Where's the freedom in that? And if you think you can get away with the stop and frisk laws that's coming, let me get Isaiah chapter 42. Right? And go to verse number 20, verse number 22. Bring it out when you got it, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore.
So where's the freedom in that? Even class X felons, even people that committed a felon, right, and changed their life. It's hard for them to get a passport to even travel to other countries. So where's the freedom in that? But you got a president that was accounted for 34 felonies and came back as president again. Huh?
I said, damn, that's a lot.
You see what I'm saying? You get one or two felonies. Yeah, you get one or two felonies. You can't even travel out the country. You can't even get a passport.
That's Psalm.
Huh?
I said I bring out a precept. Psalm 17 and 13.
Nah.
No. Was it?
Which one are you looking for?
Psalm 17 and the men, they're not in trouble like other men.
Let me see. Yeah, but I'm saying, where's the freedom in that? All right. That's a good one. Yeah, Psalm 73. That's a good one. Yeah, Psalm 73 and 5.
Uh, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
God, break it down, okay?
They get away with everything. That's just plain. You know, they don't get in trouble. If he said 34 felonies, I can't get one or two. I'm done. Life is over.
God,
Can't get a job. You can't get nothing with that. And he got 34 felonies, and he still get to be the president.
look at that.
You know,
There you go.
Esau, like look like the kid that killed. You heard about the kid. He cut the guy's head off in his mother's house, and she found his head.
God.
He was talking to the police outside like it was a normal day.
Yeah, it
And he
was
knew he did it. He ain't even arrest him yet. They just talking, asking him why he did it and talking to him. If it was one of us did that, we'd have got shot down. We'd have been on the floor already, like
right,
arrested
eventually
already,
dragged.
put in the car. Like it would have been crazy. Like he was actually talking to the kid about what made him do that.
God. And that's what
Didn't
we
even
saying.
put the cuffs on him, and he know he kind of cut his head off.
But that's why the Lord is holding all the judgment back, because he's letting it stack up on him. So when he dropped that hammer, Esau can't say a damn thing. Look at this. Trump sentenced on 34 felony accounts in historic New York hush money case. But Jake is saying that we free. Let freedom ring. Right? And then speaking of freedom, there was an Edomite that made a movie called Sound of Freedom. And he was talking about the child trafficking that was going on. And an Edomite woman backed him up and basically told people in one of the cases when she was at court that she found out that America is the middleman behind the child trafficking. They're the one that's controlling the operations with children that's missing and shipping them off to different places and using them as well for their Illuminati rituals. So how are you going to say let freedom ring and we still in slavery today?
Come.
Like Baruch chapter 3 and 8 says. All right? Let's see.
We believe that you will make this come true. So let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous hilltops of California, but God, we're asking you not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day where all of your children, black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile, will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you
Hey man, get Psalms 149. This is what we're gonna be singing. And let me see if I can find that meme. Trump was looking at this dude like this. Yo.
Salata.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about?
Salakia, no, I don't, but I'm trying to understand, like, the theme of his speech exactly. Who who's being free?
Right.
Like, I just feel like he just loved romanticizing hearing himself. That's what I got out of that video.
Yeah.
There, there was no theme. There was just trying to equate, MLK into this inauguration. There was no correlation. This was disgusting.
Yeah. And sis, trust me. Gabar Ash, let me get First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11. Right? This man thought he was the next MLK reincarnated, just loving and eating everything about Trump. I'm surprised he didn't wear a nigga for Trump shirt.
You
Right?
ready? Yeah.
Bring it out, King.
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
That's basically what he's saying. Let me go make a contract with the white man, with Trump, my Lord and Savior. Right? When he's in office where everybody is winning, everybody's making money, he's going to change the laws. He's going to fix this. He's going to fix that. Right? But the dude don't even know. You just making a mockery of yourself. Right? And let me show you why. Watch this part right here.
We will not be judged by the color of our skin. Begin to dream again. We pray that we would fulfill the true meaning of our creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident of our character, with new meaning, that you will use our 47th president.
Now, he don't understand prophecy. Let me get Isaiah 47 and 1 now. Let me get Isaiah 47 and 1. He said it's 47 president, right? Let's get Isaiah 47 and 1. Look what the Lord about to do with this devil in office. And he's the perfect guy to do this too. Bring it out, King.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Hey, that's why the elders of Bach said, hey, let Satan take his seat. Let Satan take his throne. Because as he exalt himself, the higher he fly, the higher he go, the more heavier, the more faster the dive is going to be. The fall is going to be, the destruction is going to be. He's talking about his 47th president, Mr. Donald Trump, and Donald means king, right? And it's like that last Trump, that Trump card. It's like the best America got, right? He bringing him into office, and guess what? All the policies he's going to put, all the stuff he's going to set up, executive orders and signing this and that, and this law and that law, puffing himself up and taking this land, that land, bullying everybody, right? It's like that lamb that's being popped, that's being fattened up for the slaughter. That cow that's being big, that's being potting up for the slaughter, that pig, right? That's being fattened up for the slaughter. He said, Mr. My 47th president, not knowing this is all prophecy. How proud this devil is? He's stepping into that role of the eagle. Proud and bold too. And this damn Jake talking about freedom ring and trying to be MLK, not understanding you are dealing in a time that is the most dangerous time in the history of mankind. Because you're going to see the full force and power of this devil in his true nature. Right? With all the guns, all the weapons, all the tanks, all the technology and all of this stuff. You're going to see this demon in its full form. And you right there, live and center. You trusting and believing in him. Right? And Esau is not stupid. He understands prophecy. He understands dark sayings and all of this stuff. Right? Trump speaks in codes, like Elder Torah would say. He speaks in codes like with the Aryan Brotherhood. Let me show y'all this. Let me get Let's see. All right, let's go back to this video. This dude, when I seen this dude, I was like, man, hell no. It was just straight mockery and embarrassment. All right, let's get back to this.
Great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. National unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God.
Talk about it, Trump. Talk about it. We're not gonna forget God.
But they don't know what he's talking about. Remember I said earlier he speak with a two-forked tongue? Right? What about these Hollywood celebrities? When they say they're thanking God, it's not the same God we serving. Some of them, when they say they're thanking God, go ahead, King.
No, that's what the guy that just said, yeah, tell him, Trump. Who? That's the guy. What's his name? That's his show.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Yeah. He's another coon.
Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thinking when Esau said we're gonna thank our God, it's not the God that we serve as Israelites. He's not talking about a black Christ.
Right.
He's talking about a white Christ. He's talking about Satan.
That's right.
That's what he's talking about.
Awesome. He didn't have to be on the campaign rally to do it. He's already president. You don't even have to say that.
Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
So he's talking about the border, closing up the borders, right? Because all these people is coming into the country. Northern Kingdom, all the other nations, they all flooding them back into the country. But you know what's funny? Let me get Malachi chapter 1. Let me get Malachi chapter 1 in verse number 3. Let's get that real quick.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse number 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Right? That's the European mountains, right? No resources, nothing, the cold, the weathers and everything, the Caucasus Mountains, right? So he got to come all the way because he has no resources where he was at in those caves. He got to come all the way to the western part of America where Native and Seminole Indians is here, Gad and Reuben is here, the rest of the Northern Kingdom is here, and they got everything on lock. They got clean air, clean water, beautiful habitation, the land, everything is beautiful, smelling good. The animals all over the land. There's no borders. There's no restrictions. All right, read on.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Hold on. Ain't that what they're talking about with America? We're going to build everything back up. We're going to restore everything back up to its glory days. Right? We're going to come back to being a number one power on the earth. We're tired of people disrespecting us. They're looking at Trump like he's the one that's going to bring everything back to this golden age. Heal America. The Lord said they shall build, but he will do what?
Throw down.
But he will throw down. And remember, Isaiah 47, what did the Lord say? Isaiah 47:1. It said, come down and sit on the dust.
Right, right.
O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? Read on.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Right. They talking about closing the borders, but they're the one that came over here to America and created borders. Right? They're the one that created the separations and put these people in this type of group and that group. Take these sections, right? Created the different states, more than 50 something, or what is it, like 52 states. They're the one that created all these separations in a land that's not theirs. And then now they want to kick out the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics or Native Seminole Indians, or even the Mexicans, and talk about your immigrants. When actually the Edomites are the immigrants, right? But the Lord said they're the border of wickedness. God? That's what they are. So let's see. Let me take this video out.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
So look what's funny about that. You calling it an invasion, right? But actually, Issachar is trying to take back what is theirs, right? Esau comes in and he slaughtered the people, genocide the Native and Seminole Indians, create new rules, snatch their land and sell it for pennies on a dollar to their own people, the Edomites, right? Strong arm the people, and then you kick them out of their own land, and then you call them criminals. When you're the biggest criminal, right? This Edomite has slaughtered more people on this earth than any other nation. From even the eastern part of the world of Africa, right? Leopold. If y'all get a chance, look it up. A person called General Leopold. The man killed millions of people. Genocide. That's what Esau is known for. Genocide. But he's calling everybody else a criminal.
That's what the people wanted. That's what they voted for.
Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
You can save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Whoa!
Let me see.
Organizations.
And one thing with the cartels, a lot of them works for the government. The government is the one that kind of created the cartels to create them as the bad guy and Esau as the good guy. There's so many movies about it, like the movie Sicario, right? Or like even with the Camp Sicari, same as the movie Sicario. They had this, I think it was part 2 or 3, it was The Day of Soldado, right? So Esau will create villains in his story and have everybody point the finger at the villain and act like he's the good guy. Like they have with the CIA, like they had with Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden. They used to be CIA operatives. They used to work for the government.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Hey, Gabar, let me get Jeremiah 51 real quick in verse 14. Because Trump in America, they're trying to stop all the immigrants and all the people that's coming into the country, right? A lot of people's flooding into the country. Let me show y'all, that's part of the Bible prophecy as well. All these stuff that he's saying is good talk. He can talk a good game and everything. But the Lord got this all set up so he could puff him up. Like he did with Pharaoh. Right?
Gone.
He raised him up high so he could break him. So everybody got hope right now. They like, man, Trump gonna do this, Trump gonna do that. But the Lord is setting them all up. Puff them up. Right? Let me get Jeremiah 51 and 14.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 14. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
You see that? He's going to fill America with so many people. All these people that's coming in, flooding in the country, like caterpillars, he said. And they shall lift up a shout against thee. They're going to be used against America. A lot of spies that's been coming in as well, too. Right? Yes, some Ishmaelite spies, they said they tried to create a bomb in Chicago. Right? There's a lot of movies that got, a lot of terrorist acts that's been going on, all of this stuff. So many movies, they'll show it. A lot of spies from other countries is here already. Sleeper cells that's been here for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, been waiting their time. This country's going to be flooded, and he can't stop it. That's why the Lord said they're going to come in like caterpillars. Right? And one thing with a caterpillar, does it stay as a caterpillar? Don't it got to be in a cocoon before it transforms? God?
God.
And once it stays in the cocoon, what is that showing you? It's hiding. It's sleeping, it's resting like a sleeper cell. But what happens later on? It breaks out of the cocoon and turns into a what? A butterfly. Right? And that's when it's going to bring that destruction. It comes in as a caterpillar, it lies and it waits in that cocoon, like a sleeper cell, like an agent, secret agent. And then when it's time, the people that were sent over from other countries, from China, Russia, wherever, Japan, wherever, Africa, whatever, they're going to tell them, press that button, tell them it's time to attack. And it's going to be simultaneous. And America can't stop it because it's going to be attacked from all sides. Even some of the people that came from Venezuela, they said some of the men were like military type men. The way their body was structured, their physique was like military stance and all of this stuff. All right. So let's see what else he said.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again, And we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. Let me use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the
Oil
Green
companies
New
is
Deal, and we
salivating,
will
boy.
revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
Finally, somebody that actually executes on the things that he said that he was going to do on the campaign. It's the only person that you can trust to do it, that do what they say they're going
In
to do.
other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Hey, Salaki, you know what's funny about the auto company and the factories, like they say, manufacturing cars in America? Do any of y'all remember about the history about Detroit and their car factories and everything? Would anybody have any idea about the history of Detroit?
I remember when they all went out of business, right?
John,
Yeah.
right. Do you remember when they used to have factories and a lot of blacks, African Americans was making money, they had pensions, they had family and all of this stuff? It was making a lot of money and the economy was booming, right? What did this devil do?
Salaki, he shipped all them. He shipped all them factories. In Mexico. The southern. South America and overseas
John, why did he do that,
to keep us from working. The blacks, so-called Israelites from working.
Exactly. So do you think when he say he's going to build back the countries and the cars, and you think it's for our benefit? No. Because when we did have it running and the factories and everything was moving solid and everything like damn smooth oil, right? Everybody was making money. Esau was mad because Israelites was prospering. Remember, Genesis 27. He has a perpetual hatred against us. Anything we do, he try to destroy. Khan? He's talking about building wealth and factories and cars. And remember, same as the Constitution. Why do you say we still 3/5 of a man? Speaking about us, we was labeled like cattle because we don't count in their Constitution. When they're speaking these things, they're only speaking to their people. But even in that, there's nothing that's going to benefit from us with this devil right here. Our people's loving this. They just loving this. Yeah, we're going to do this. He's not speaking to you. He's speaking to his people, and guess what? It's still broken promises. Why? Because they're using him like a Hail Mary. He's that last Trump. That's the Trump card. If he fail, we finish. People don't understand the position America's in right now. Their back is against the wall. They're so desperate right now. So he got to make all these promises to uplift the morale in people. Right?
For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah, use the IRS to go after them. Don't go after American citizens. Go after them. Keep talking about us. They're the ones that's stealing all of the money.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
Now, what's funny about that? He's talking about bringing back free speech, right?
Yeah.
Huh? He's talking about bring back free speech, right? But if he's talking about bringing back free speech, why he always mention the prophets of doom? And that he's going to shut them down and everything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If he's talking about bringing back free speech, you think Esau's going to be okay with the Israelites still out there teaching and going against him, speaking about his kingdom falling? God?
God.
All of these are promises, but these are empty promises. People got a right to say this, got a right to say that, right to say whatever they want to feel, they want to say. But remember, all of this is a ploy, it's deception. Because whatever you want to hear, he's going to tell you.
Salakia.
Go ahead, King.
He got TikTok back, so you know people behind him now.
Oh, forget it, Ak.
That's it. That's it. He got TikTok back. You got people there. That's it. That's the man now. That's their God.
That's their God.
You know? He did that. He gonna do everything else he said he gonna do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But King, you know what's crazy about the TikTok? Why did they have to bring it down? Because they couldn't control what people were saying. Why is it back up? Because now they made a negotiation with the owner of TikTok, one of the presidents, and guess what? Now they can control the specific thing that's being brought out on the TikTok. They can monitor it now. That's what happened. And remember, he's an eagle. America moves in the spirit of an eagle. An eagle oversights. They want to see everything. They want to know everything that's going on. You don't believe me? Look at Esau at the job. You ain't never met a nosy Edomite? They just want to know your business. You're like, what the hell? Like, mind your damn business. Man or woman. They're just nosy. They just want to know whatever you're talking about. Wait, what's going on? What are you talking about? It's none of your business. Same as with the TikTok, same as with the social media. But Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook, CIA operative. They got all your information. They want to know everything that's going on. But now they're able to control it. All right, now we can give it back to the people, but we're able to monitor it and to filter certain things. And remember, he's the one that created that term, fake news. Or he pushed that for the agenda, fake news. So what is happening? He is building up a character. Now they're looking at him as a hero, not knowing this is all a trap. Yeah, I logged into the TikTok. First one I heard was all, I was like, God, let me see how people are going to react. Within 6 or 7 hours, it went right back online. What the hell? And as soon as you log in, as soon as everybody log into TikTok, it said basically, thank you to President Trump. He was able to bring it back up. Oh, forget it. They're looking at him like God now.
God.
All right. You want to say something, Art?
No, go ahead.
God. They're looking at him like he's a God now. And they love it. Everything he's going to do what he said. Yeah, here and there. Let me get Jeremiah 32 in verse 20.
And this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 20. Which has set signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, even unto this day, and in Israel, and among other men, and has made thee a name at this day.
You see that? It said the Lord have set signs and wonders in Egypt. The second Egypt is America, even unto this day. Now let me get Matthew 24 and verse 24.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Look at that, man. They looking at Trump like he's a Messiah now. And it said he shall show great signs and wonders. People looking at TikTok coming back up like a miracle. Like it was a miracle.
Right.
Huh?
Come.
And look what Trump said. Right. Look what he said. Look, at inauguration, Trump vows new golden age. I was saved by God to make America great again. So now they looking at him like he's the Messiah. He's the great white hope. He just brought TikTok back. Oh, it's a wrap, man. He can't lose. 34 counts and he beat it. He can't lose. All right?
You know what?
Yeah,
that's why the name is important, man, because the guy said, I was saved by God. So what God?
What God you talking about?
Because it's so many, when you hear that, so many people got a different God in their mind. So it's like, what God saved you? You got to say, if you say Yahweh, which he's not going to say, then you're going to be talking, you're going to be speaking the truth. But you ain't saying that. And that name is nowhere near anybody's mind. They're not thinking about that God.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so by saying God doesn't mean that God saved you. It means what God saved you actually.
Right. What God
when we all know what God that is. So
right, Satan.
Yeah.
All right. Look at this.
Almost censorship. Get in line.
And Jake is loving it. He believes in every single word, boy.
Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents.
Yep.
Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
There's nothing that he's saying that I disagree with right now.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
So you get what you put in, not
today,
because of what you look like.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
We second.
Did you hear what he just said? Anton Daniels, did you hear it?
God,
He want to hold hands, see? He want to hold
God.
hands with, yeah. You get
Yeah,
what you put in, not what
right,
you look like.
right. I'm telling you, I. You see, remember, it's on the same day as MLK. Did he say in that speech, "We'll all come together, hold hand in hands. Don't judge a person by their character, by their skin color, but by their character." Everything in that speech, he's saying also in his speech. Remember, he said earlier, "I'm gonna try to make his dream come true." But what is the problem here? You listening to the devil saying this. His words is smooth, confident.
So this is the white Martin Luther King.
Right, it's the white Martin Luther King.
And that's why it's on this day.
Or Martin Luther Donald J. King Trump
Unbelievable.
Jr. And it's on this day. Right? Let me get Daniel chapter 8, verse 25.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
See that? Literally, you can't make this up. Right? Look, watch this.
That there are only two genders, merit-based.
But you get what you put
As
in,
of
not because of
today,
what you look like.
It will henceforth be the
He said, you get what you put in, not what you look like. So are they
Right.
going to give us back the reparations that they owed us for the work we put in to build America? You see what I'm saying? Because Trump even acknowledged, he acknowledged like about 4 or 5 years ago, he said, thank you to the African American community. You know, y'all did a great job building the White House. But where's our reparation? Where's our money for all the work we put in to build this country? And we're still building this to this day. All the inventions we created, and we get no reparations for it. That's how Esau worked. After he get ahead, now he want to talk about playing fair. After he got a 400 years head start, now you want to talk about, all right, let's be fair. Let's do this. Let's be righteous now. You saying that when I'm broke because you stole from me and you rich now. Now you want to create the rules. But how did you get your money? By rape, robbery, murder, slaughter, and stealing. Now you want to change the game. All right?
The official policy
Watch this.
of the United States government that look like. It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And you know what's so messed up is that this is common sense stuff. This is not stuff that we need.
See, and they loving it because it makes so much sense. Because if you listen to all the policies he's bringing out, it's like, okay, he's keeping some of the laws of the Bible, right? Con?
Con.
He's making some sense. Okay, read Daniel's 8 and 25.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Through his policy, that's like the craft, which is witchcraft, is deception. All these things that he's speaking, it sounds good. People gonna believe it. Read on.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
That's the key to this devil.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? He even said it later on through the speech. He gonna say he want to be a peacemaker. That's what the scripture is saying. By him saying peace, he's gonna destroy many. Why? Because they're letting their guard down. You're starting to trust him now, not knowing he got you now, hook, line, and sinker. Read on.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
And the prince of princes speaking about Yahushua and his people. But what happens? The Lord have lifted up Pharaoh to do what? To break him. That's why I say he shall be broken. And it's the same process. Read verse 21.
Verse 21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
That's speaking about Alexander the Greek. Khan,
Khan.
when he came into power, what happened? He won all his battles. Everyone that tried to come against him, the Lord was guiding him and protecting him. Why? Because he was using him for prophecy. So after he gathered all the nations and ruled over them, after that 12-year reign, the Lord killed them.
Khan.
And what happened? Read on.
Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power.
Right? That's speaking about the Greek generals, like Lysimachus, Seleucus, Cassander, and Ptolemy.
Ptolemy, yeah.
Right? These are all Edomites, by the way. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the key right here. Read verse 23 now.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
Now look, man, the more you understand this Bible, man, the more you just like this is wild, man. Look at this. Read that verse again, Ak.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
You see this
God.
man's face?
God.
Do you see this man's face? It said a king of fierce countenance and shall understand dark sentences. Khan,
God.
what are part of these dark sentences? Let me show you this. What are part of these dark sentences? Because I'll tell you this one thing. Joe Biden wasn't speaking like how Trump is speaking. Trump might look like an idiot, but he know what he's doing. Right? Trump might look like an idiot to people, but he know what the hell he's doing. And the dude from New York, you already know how those Edomites in New York are.
So he know about the Israelites.
He know about the Israelites. Exactly. Who better than the person that was growing up seeing the Israelites the whole time? And the elder would tell you, he was rebuking the hell out this devil when One West was out there. So many celebrities they seen pass through. Trump knows about the Israelites. They was rebuking the hell out of him. Right? Look at him. Look at Trump.
I have met with people that are serious people, pilots that look just like you, actually. Tom Cruise, but taller. These are perfect people that say, sir, there was something there that was round in form and going like 4 times faster, and they really mean it. Am I a believer? No.
There are unidentified aerial phenomena in the sky.
Right? So he's talking about the chariots. Right? Let's see. Now watch this. First he said he's not a believer. Watch this.
On the topic /stars/planets that have been confusing people in the sky, Trump ominously saying something strange is going on here.
The government knows what is happening.
So hold on. How you say you don't believe when you say the government knows what's going on? Right? Watch this. Watch.
Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went.
Do they?
And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows.
Trump kind of vaguely saying he knows.
Okay, so now, from there, right? Look at this about Trump. You know what's going on.
ads, here's what he would do. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100%.
Cigar-shaped object was discovered entering our solar system. Did you know about this? It was an exciting moment for NASA scientists who called the asteroid our very first interstellar visitor.
Reptilians have nothing on their minds so much as a worldwide conspiracy to take.
Let me see.
The late great some of which where pilots have had to take evasive action. And again, it comes back to the point, I don't care in one sense what these things are, but when there is this flight safety concern, when we have these near misses, we sure as heck should be doing more to find out.
According to their calculations, Oumuamua is less than 1 millimeter thin, but very wide like a sail, harnessing solar radiation to propel itself, similar to the spacecraft used by Count Dooku in the Star Wars films.
I just want everybody to take that with a gigantic grain of salt.
Jackie Faraday is an astrophysicist at the American Museum of Natural History. She says Oumuamua did not give off any signals suggesting it was a spacecraft.
If you say that the top 10 lists of explanations does not include alien probe, what is on that list?
It's a comet.
Or an asteroid.
Or an asteroid, or rock.
So then where is alien civilization on the list of explanations?
I don't know, real low. Real low.
All accounts, the asteroid nicknamed Oumuamua, which means messenger in Hawaiian, is odd.
That information is a potential threat to national security.
Slovakia. So what is this tying into? It's tying into, they're talking about like the chariots, right? And they tying in with aliens. They'll talk about reptilians, talking about they coming out from outer space like the aliens. They're basically talking about the chariots. Now watch this, because Donald Trump, during his first term as president, okay, where is it?
The space.
Con. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, he put a lot, zillions of dollars in the space wars.
Con. So check this right here.
Do you know the U.S. solar company's nasty little secret? It turns out if you live in Illinois, they have to.
Moments ago, as we witnessed the launch of two great American astronauts into space, we were filled with the sense of pride and unity that brings us together as Americans. That same spirit which powered our astronauts to the moon has also helped lift our country to ever greater heights of justice and opportunity throughout our history. So today, as we mark a renewed commitment to America's future in space, a tremendous commitment it is, let us also commit to a brighter future for all of our citizens right here on Earth. When Americans are united, there is nothing we cannot do. Today, as we gather in this special place to celebrate not only the launch of a new spacecraft, but also our nation's bold and triumphant return to the stars, it's a special.
So he's speaking about the spacecraft, right? And them launching it, right? Guess what they call the spacecraft? Guess what they call the SpaceX? Look at the screen. What is it called?
Dragon capsule?
Right. You think this devil don't know what's going on? Right? And look at this one right here. Where's this other one? Why would they name their SpaceX Dragon a dragon if they don't know what's going on? If they don't know who they are and part of the Bible prophecy.
When I had to learn the English language, something that I did incorrectly was I spoke the English language.
Forum 1 trillion trees.
Look at this.
2 years ago, I told you that we had launched the great American comeback. Today, I'm proud to declare that the United States is in the midst of an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen before. Today, I'm pleased to announce the United States will join 1 Trillion Trees initiative being launched here at the World Economic Forum. 1 trillion trees. And in doing so, we will continue to show strong leadership in restoring, growing, and better managing our trees and our forests. But to embrace the possibilities of tomorrow, we must reject the perennial prophets of doom.
Hold on, Ak. What is he talking about?
It's a prophecy of doom.
He said we must reject the prophets of doom.
Oh, wow. Ignore, yeah. Reject.
We must reject, we must ignore, disannul the prophets of doom.
Wow.
And remember, he know about the Israelites.
Right.
And we prophesize the downfall.
Doomsday.
Right.
Doomsday. Yeah.
Right. Doomsday, the downfall of America, the destruction of this place, thus saith the Lord. He knows about all of this.
And so reject means reject. He may come to
go against.
Go against, yeah.
Right. Read that verse again, Ak, in Daniel's.
Daniel 8:23, right? Con. In the latter time of their kingdom, when transgressors are come to a full.
What is the transgressors? The sins, right? The wickedness. Look at America. Ain't there sins reaching up to the heavens? Pedophilia, LGBT, transgender, devil worshiping, mocking the Lord. Look what he did to California because they mocked him. The Grammys, the Hollywood celebrity shows and all of this stuff, all the performance that they had the past 4 or 5 years, satanic worship, the kidnapping of children, the molestation, the pedophilia, the murdering. So the transgressions have come to a full. Their sins have reached unto heaven. Read on.
A king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
And see? Look at him, man. And the funny thing about it is when people least expect, it said a king of that understand the dark sentences. He speaks about the prophets of doom. Speak about the UFOs. He's the one that they used to launch SpaceX, and it was called Dragon. Con? He knows what's going on. That's why he's saying, God save me, and I'm going to make America great again. This is the golden age. Same thing happened with Alexander. They looked at him like he was a god. Well, people didn't realize the Lord used them so he could bring the nations together and rule, bring the Greek Empire, and he destroyed them. I wouldn't be surprised if the same sequence happened again. And everybody loved Alexander. And now, keep reading, King. Verse 24.
Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
That's the key. He's not doing this by himself. He has Satan to back him up too. Read on.
And he shall destroy wonderfully.
Hey, look at that with the signing of a pen. Look how he did the Northern Kingdom. It's Tuesday right now, and I got the video where it's showing the mayor in Detroit saying that they already got ICE coming over to snatch up the Hispanics. and get them up out of here. And like he said, he's going to do in Chicago as well, too. He's destroying the people wonderfully. I'm going to make y'all build the wall. And y'all going to pay for it to the Mexicans, to Issachar. People is loving him. He's talking about the status quo. He's even exposing his own people with their wickedness. But it's all part of a plan. Remember, Joe Biden, before he left his speech, he was saying what? He was saying, please make sure y'all pay your taxes.
Retarded.
Joe Biden's final speech to America, he said it's going to be an oligarchy, it's going to be a dark day. Please make sure y'all pay your taxes. And guess who come right after him? The person that didn't pay none of his damn taxes.
Hypocrites.
It's hypocrites. God.
Yeah.
God.
Con.
And the thing with them is a balance. Each president is a balance. From Bill Clinton to George Bush to Barack Obama. Right? It's a balance. Everybody looked at Bill Clinton and they said he's the first black president. They looked at Barack Obama, then they said, oh, he's moving the same spirit like Bill Clinton. He reminds us of Bill Clinton, but he's for us now. And as soon as Barack comes into the presidency, he signs what? The LGBT law. Destroy the people beautifully too. And then from there, now we get Biden. Who's Biden? Biden was the vice president of Barack Obama. Barack was more chill, smooth, calm, and collected. Biden is more weak and old and like a John McCain. Slow and everything. And then from there, they switch it up to the next president, Trump. Trump could be around the same age as Biden, but he's more younger, vigorous, and all of this, energized. Right? He's more boisterous and proud. That's Esau setting up the balance like a puppeteer. I'm going to give you hot, then I'm going to give you cold. I'm going to give you hot, then I'm going to give you cold. I'll give you a Democratic or Republican, or Democratic win for a couple of times, then Republican. This is all puppeteering right here.
Con.
So now what happens? They compare the previous president to the current president. Well, Biden didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do that, but Trump will do this, he'll do that, he'll do that. So now people start to build trust in the new president, but not knowing you're falling for the hook, line, and sinker, the plan. And don't see this is all a big trap. And the Lord is the one that's organizing all of this. All right, read on.
And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
But who is his aim the whole time? Is the Israelites. That's the plan. This is all a setup. The aim for this devil the whole time is to get the Israelites. But I can't make it look like that from the beginning. Because people will start to see how they'll start to pick up on it easily. So I got to mask it in deception as I'm destroying us, destroying my people. I got to mask it in deception. Trump is destroying the Edomites and also destroying us as Israelites. But he got to mask it and make it like we all coming together. Right. So he got to set everybody up to come against us. Same like Nero. When Nero first came in as president for Caesar, everybody loved him in the beginning. They said he was smart, he's a genius, he was a hero. And all of this stuff. But guess what? Nero used the fire that burned Rome and blamed it on who? The Israelites. He burned his own country and blamed it on the Israelites. Same exact thing. Right? Read on.
Verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Right. Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
That we should even have a problem with.
This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a damn minute. Wasn't Biden them pushing the jab? That shot? Con? Didn't wait, hold on. Didn't all of them push that agenda and say we gotta take that shot? Or else we're gonna die. We're not gonna make it. We're sick, so now we gotta take that shot and be cured. You see what I'm saying?
Con.
The lockdown, all of this stuff, the COVID lockdown, false information whenever we bring up videos about it, and they shut down people's channels because we're telling people the truth about the shot, the vaccine. Now, why would the president bring back the people that were fired for not taking the shot? Because it was all bogus. That was all part of the scheme. And also to see how the people is going to react. See if they tell them to put on the mask, who's going to do it? Who's going to follow? Who's going to be like sheep? And who's not going to do it? Because now those that don't follow the ways of Esau and follow his rules and put on that mask during the lockdown, now he know who to target. Now he know who he can't control. But now all of a sudden he said all those I was fired because they didn't take the shot. Now he could bring them back. This is also showing you their agenda. They got to have one that's hot and then bring one that's cold. After he's cold, people get tired of him, bring one that's hot. Now everybody's hyped. They on fire. Let's go. Motivate.
Yeah, time for things to change. Yeah.
Time for things to change.
Yeah,
but guess
but it's
what?
not. Yeah.
It's not. They're all working on the same team.
Gonna get
That's
worse.
the trick. It's going to get worse, Doc. That's the trick. So hold on. So all those that got fired from their job for not taking the shot, are you going to get them back their money? And pension and all of that? Are you going to bring back the channels of the people that you just bodied that spoke the truth? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is all a scheme.
Okay. And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies.
The Israelites.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
He's putting it in a blanket statement. Defeating America's enemies. But people don't get that. They're not picking up on what's going on. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Those that speak against wickedness and oppression and evil, we're looked at in the eyes of Esau like the devil himself.
You want 2 and 10?
Khan, bring it out.
Khan, it's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged.
Right. They don't care about our old or young. Right. Let's oppress the poor. All right. Read on.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
That's all these executive orders. Let our strength be the law of justice. He's writing all these executive orders, about 100 executive orders, all in one day. All these laws he's putting in. Read on.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right. Read on. This is the key right here. The next verse.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings.
That's the Israelites. They're waiting for the Israelites because he is not for our turn. Yeah, we're enemies of America because we're speaking the truth of God, and they hate it. And he is clean contrary to our doing. Yeah, we're clean, we're the righteous, and he's the wicked. He's the filthy. Right? The same Trump that was touching on his daughter. A lot of people forget that. And that's what they do. They commit incest too as well. Like the Caesars in the book of Acts. John the Baptist was rebuking the hell out of one of the Caesars for sleeping with his sister, marrying his sister. Read on.
He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education.
See that? We're going against their laws because they don't even keep their laws. And plus, their laws ain't for us either way. But our people believe it's for all of us. We can all come together, like the brother said. Yeah, you get in what you put in. Right? And it says transgressions of our education. Now they was already teaching that what? The slave trade. In Florida, they lied and talked about we came over here willingly to get a good job and learn some new skills and all that. That's what they said the transatlantic slave trade was. They try to clean it up. They're trying to rewrite history. Right?
So like they're trying to take our identity away from the Bible.
God. And it says they're waiting for the righteous. So all he's speaking is good words.
God.
Right? Let's go back to the video.
Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
And what is funny about his statement? World War III, where America's going to be involved fully, is about to start. And he's talking about the wars we never get into.
So
he's talking about the wars that we're going to win. Go ahead, King.
So he finna abandon NATO, and that's going to cause NATO to go on the other side. And when the new president get in, but now everybody's going to be against America because he's finna abandon NATO, and that's all we got.
God.
So once he abandoned NATO, now America's left alone.
But you see, that's Bible prophecy, and that's part of what the Lord is lining up for America. You see what I'm saying? This is the perfect guy for these type of prophecies because of his pride. He's a perfect type of character for these type of prophecies because he's all American. So he's like, listen, man, we're going to take this. We're going to take that. We're going to take Greenland. We're going to take the Panama Canal. We're taking everything back. And also, he even told the people of NATO against Putin. Remember that statement? There was like, if Putin come against us, will you defend us? He said, listen, do you owe Putin money? And they said, yeah. He said, well, you better pay that money back or I'm going to let Putin bomb the hell out of y'all. And he's speaking about his own people. You see? Because his spirit is whatever Putin and Chow Ming Dong, whatever they want to call him, and the rest of these other nations and these big presidents, dictators, whatever they done, Trump is like, I'm going to do even better. I'm going to do even more. I'm going to show them I'm top dog. And that's literally his spirit. Right? Let me see.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be.
Hey, ain't that what Daniel said? Daniel's chapter 8.
Read that.
Gabar, you still there?
Yeah, Khan.
Right? Ain't that what Daniel said? Read Daniel 8 and 25 again.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
You see that? That's what he just said. I'm going to be a peacemaker. And it says he shall magnify himself in his heart. He's setting up all these laws, all these rules. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You can't tell me nothing. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. He's stepping up like, I'm the big dog now. Daddy's home. The devil is back. Right?
Peacemaker and a unifier. I'm
You
pleased to
see,
say
I'm going to be the peacemaker and the unifier. That's Esau. He want everybody to come together under him. Let me show y'all. Let's get First Maccabees chapter 1. If he's not running the show, he's gonna destroy the whole boat. All right. First Maccabees chapter 1. And let's go to verse number. Here we go. Ooh. First Maccabees 1 and 16.
Khan. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have the dominion of 2 realms.
See that?
Khan.
Antiochus said, no, I can't just have one. I want it all. Right? So who did Antiochus attack? Read on.
Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy.
Listen, man, when Trump first came into office, that man was pressing that damn bomb button 1,000 damn times. He was dropping bombs on everything. On everything. Read on.
And made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death.
And guess what's funny? When he came back into office, Jake was joking. He had so many jokes. He said, damn, this man came back into office and all these nations said they don't want no smoke no more. All these other presidents said, nah, I'm going to back down. I'm good. I'll give back the hostages and everything. Right? Now, what happens? Ptolemy was fighting against Antiochus. Antiochus was bullying him, and Ptolemy was scared of Antiochus. Why? Because the spirit of Satan that was on this devil. This Edomite is different. Right? So after all this happens, after Antiochus destroyed Israel and destroyed everybody, read verse number 20. Let me see. There we go. Read verse number Con, read verse number 29.
Con, verse 29. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude.
Right? That's that Tom Homan. I'm going to send you to Chicago. I'm going to send you to Detroit. I'm going to send you to all these different places. I'm going to send ICE to these different places and collect. Right? Make sure there's no immigrants in the city. Clean up the streets. Read on.
And spake peaceable words unto them.
Yeah, I'm here to help y'all. I'm here to make sure, protect y'all, make sure there's no immigrants coming out here to take y'all jobs, you blacks and African Americans in Chicago and Detroit. I'm here to get rid of Hispanics, get rid of Venezuelans, get rid of the killers and the murderers and the thieves. Read on.
But all was deceit.
But all is lies. Read on.
For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly. Credence. He fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore.
Right? Read on.
And destroyed much people of Israel.
Look at that. Every time we trust this devil, he destroys us. He destroys us again. Read on.
And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down.
Hey, didn't MLK say, I fear I left my people in a burning building?
Gone.
And guess who burned the building? This devil. Right? What's that saying? Mississippi burning?
Gone.
Yeah. This is all part of history. It's repeating back again. And our people don't see it. Right? Read on.
He set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side.
Now jump to verse 41. After he destroyed our people, what did he say now?
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
You can't make this up, man.
Done.
After he destroyed the people, after he bullied his way into the position, bullied everybody, now everybody is scared. Now he said we should all be one people. Let's come together now.
Gone.
God?
Gone.
Read on.
And everyone should leave his laws.
That's why they got the executive order. 100 executive orders, 100 laws all in one day. Y'all follow Trump laws? Well, y'all can leave the laws of the Israelites and the Most High God. My laws is better. That's what he's pushing. Read on.
Right. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Yeah, all the nations agreed. But who was the target the whole time? Who did he want? Read on.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
That was the goal. He wanted the Israelites. Remember, Esau is a cunning hunter. So he'll use all the other nations, but the goal is to what? To get the big prey, which is who? The Israelites, the big catch. The children of God. Find a way to destroy them.
Slakia.
Come on. Go ahead, King.
I just want to bring out something, breaking news. Donald Trump administration directs all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion staff to be on leave and plans to lay them off.
Break it down now.
So that's us. DEI hires is dog whistle for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So by Wednesday, every quote unquote DEI hire is going to be put on administrative on leave and then fired from the federal government. So it starts. We're one day in, and just like Ahrayahla was bringing out, it's all about us. You know what I mean? This is major.
So like, can you explain that again? I mean, I didn't get it. Sorry about that.
So anybody, it's almost like affirmative action. You know what I mean? This is the new word for affirmative action. So if you're a so-called black man and you have a job in the federal government, they consider you a DEI hire, meaning that, you know, there might be tax breaks for what's the federal government, but you know, if jobs hire, say, a black woman, so-called black woman, obviously Israelite black woman, but you know, they say a black woman, then that would be like two DEI hires because one is a woman, you know what I mean? They considered, you know, I guess like a minority in the workforce. And if it's a black person, then it's like you get, you know, tax breaks and, you know, incentives for hiring people that aren't white males. So Trump is erasing all that with the stroke of a pen, and anybody that falls in that category, which will be us, is out of the job. Here we are. Welcome to America. And I land.
After he said in the speech that we all gonna come together. Then you
Can't
fire
make
everybody
this
the
up.
next day. You're right.
You can't make this up, Rock.
Yeah, well, our people deserve it, man. The people that's looking to follow Egypt,
Yep.
you know, they going for help. They deserve it, man.
Come.
The Lord gonna give it to them. They gonna see who the enemy is.
Come.
Hey, I read First Maccabees 1 and verse 33.
Con, this is Book of Maccabees chapter 1, verse 33. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall and with mighty towers, and made it stronghold for them.
So the city of David was the capital for Israel, right? It was the place for Israel where they had their king and everything. They had their top security and all of that. The symbology for that is also the White House for America, right? And made it strong. So now what? He brings all the military, and what is he doing? He's cleaning house. Con? He's cleaning house. And he's strengthening his defense. He's strengthening his stronghold. Right? Read on.
And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. Right.
You see that? You
Con.
can't make this up. Read on.
They stored it also with armor and victuals. And when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem, they laid them up there. And so they became a sore snare.
So what's happening? Esau is strengthening his defense, his money. Now he's tying it, even with the crypto and all of this stuff. Esau using crypto is his way of trying to fix his debts immediately. You know what it's like? It's like with Joseph. When Joseph was in Egypt, the Lord gave him a vision that a famine is coming, right? And Joseph had to prepare for the famine. So guess what he did? He took in all the food, the resources, and he stacked them up. It's like you're playing with stocks and bonds, right? In the stock market. Because he understood what was coming ahead. Everybody else was looking to Joseph for money, but guess what? Egypt was suffering. They was going through that famine, right? But the Lord used Joseph to save Egypt. Why? Because Israel was there. It wasn't for the heathens. It was for the Israelites. That was the Lord's mercy. God? So now, what happens? Read it again. Read the next verse, verse 36.
Well, it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary and an evil adversary to Israel.
That was the plan. They strengthen their stronghold. They strengthen their White House. They bring all the military and all of this stuff. Why? It's going to be used as they're gathering all the police. And guess what? Even the police, the stop and frisk. Trump even said it. He said he's going to let them do their job. He's not going to put no restrictions on the police. He's going to let them do their job now. So they're strengthening their military hold. They're strengthening their police force. Right? They're race soldiers so they can come against us. That's what it is. And guess what? Biden didn't have the energy to do it. The dude is weak. He fall asleep. Every speech he make, he fall asleep. This man Trump had all the energy in the world today. Signed 100 executive orders, and was answering questions and all of this stuff. The Lord put the spirit on him for that, because this is all part of prophecy. Con? And our people is loving it. They don't understand how close you are to the devil, and he's about to snap your neck.
Say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families. Inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world a short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will.
He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn no more, man. All right, let me get Psalms 49, verse 11. This is the bald eagle stepping into his role proudly.
God. Psalms 49 and 11.
God.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
That's why he called Gulf of Mexico now Gulf of America. He don't give a damn no more. He don't care no more, right? Watch this.
Will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal.
Hey, people don't, if you understand American history, why did he bring in McKinley and tie him in with Theodore Roosevelt? Do anybody know why? Why did he bring in Theodore Roosevelt into that conversation? Like they say, take a gander. Take a gander. Anybody got any ideas or?
Oh, he brung his name in just now?
Yeah, he was talking about McKinley and also Theodore Roosevelt. He said he gave Theodore Roosevelt money and all of this stuff, right? Do you know why he brought in Theodore Roosevelt into the conversation? Because with Trump, remember, it said in Daniel chapter 8, he gonna speak in like dark sentences and sayings. They understand dark mysteries and everything, right? Look at this. This is called the equestrian statue. Depicts Theodore Roosevelt on horseback. Walking on either side of him are two men. One on one side, a Native American, on the other, a sub-Saharan African.
Bringing slavery.
Now, huh?
Trying to bring slavery back.
Not just that. Look what it says. On one side of Theodore Roosevelt is a Native American, and on the other side is what? A sub-Saharan African. Now,
Israelites.
Exactly.
So,
Khan?
So Ecclesiastes 10 and 7.
Khan.
Gonna bring it out?
Yeah, Khan. You can bring that out, and then we'll go with the sister right after. But you see what I'm saying? Everything he's saying, when you understand American history, you can connect the dots. This devil is about to go in.
Bring all their history back and everything.
Khan. That's why he said, make America great again. What is he going to do? He's going to follow in the footsteps of his ancestors.
Right.
Of his forefathers. Murdering, killing, stealing, destroying, bullying.
So, like one thing, if he gonna take Mexico, if he gonna make Mexico America, then what are he gonna do with the Mexicans?
He gonna probably turn them American too. He can't do nothing about it.
If you got to, he gonna take him. He gonna give him out of America, and then name Mexico America.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be able to go there neither.
God,
this nigga crazy.
Hey, look at the statue. Look at the statue.
Yeah.
You see? This is Esau in the middle, Theodore Roosevelt. That's why he brought him up. And on the left is who? Native Americans. That's Northern Kingdom. And Southern for so-called Judite and on down. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So this is Northern and Southern Kingdom. This is Israel.
Right.
And who's holding them together? Who's putting them in slavery? The Caucasian white man, Esau.
Right.
Khan?
Khan.
Bring it out, King. Ecclesiastes chapter 10.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
You can't make this up.
Con.
This is biblical prophecy we're looking at, man. Look at that. See if I get it better. You can't make this up, man. What do a Native American and a so-called sub-Saharan African got to do being in chains and Theodore Roosevelt on a horse? Because he know is Northern and Southern Kingdom as Israelites. He know what he's doing.
He knows.
He
and
knows.
Our people don't know.
Exactly. All right? Get Jeremiah 50 and 33 again.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Yo, that's the picture.
Yeah. He held them. He
God.
held them.
Got him in chains. That's the picture. So Esau knows history. Look at that. That's the picture, man. All right. Let's see.
Which has foolishly been given.
Sister says Salakia.
When you was bringing up the
Or the breaking news article.
No, when you was bringing up, well, I do want the breaking news article, but when you was bringing up the Roosevelt issue, I was basically trying to answer the question about that precept about the servants and them being horses, and then it also, like, this whole thing connect with that one precept that talk about the false prophet that will have a dream.
Yeah, Daniel's Deuteronomy 13. God.
That's
we brought that up earlier too.
I might have stepped away.
God. Yeah, we brought that up earlier too, just to tie in with
with this.
God. You seen that video of the dude that was saying that I had a dream trying to be the MLK and all of that? Oh my God, man, I almost broke the TV.
But isn't it ironic how the I have a dream, them doing it on Martin Luther King, that step go with this, and then he bring up Roosevelt and all of this, man. Like, you can't make it up.
Yeah.
It's just like falling in our hands.
Yes, the Lord is making it plain upon tables.
Plain upon tables,
See, he's literally connecting the dots for us so easy. Like,
to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give.
Yo, do anybody know about the history about the Panama Canal and the U.S. deal?
Nah.
So, quick information. Basically, around the 1970s, I think it was George Bush Sr., either him or I think it was either him. They had a deal with Panama and the Panamanian president, right? That they would allow them to build their canal and America would protect them and all of that stuff, right? And then once they're finished building up the canal, America will leave them alone, go back and do their own thing. but they was try to use the Panama Canal to travel across throughout the world and also for trade, right? Now, America had a contract with the president of Panama, and they was basically telling him, if you wasn't able to fulfill this contract at a certain time, the canal would belong to us. But guess what happened? All of a sudden, the president mysteriously died in an airplane crash, mysteriously, right? The president for Panama, all of a sudden, mysteriously, he died in an airplane crash. So now the contract that they had with America was null and void. And then later on, America came and attacked Panama at nighttime, and they had a person called Noriega that was over there. I think, Gabar, you probably know about Noriega, the military drug dealer and everything, right?
Yeah, Khan.
That, they put in the raps and everything, right? Noriega, throughout his career, he started working with the CIA because the CIA couldn't control him, so they had to work with him. So now, what happened? As he's taking care of his own people in his country, still dealing with the drugs and everything, America wanted the drugs. So they want to create a peace treaty with the people of Panama to get the drugs and all of that stuff and ship it back to America for their war in World War I and World War II, right? Noriega later found out how wicked America is, and he said, to hell with them, we're going to do our own thing. America was so mad, they came back against Panama when people were sleeping at night, like Esau does, and started attacking the people in Panama, the citizens. And they was destroying them, bombing them nonstop. And then later on, the people that still love Noriega within the country of Panama, they was trying to vote him for president. America did something which was illegal. They started supporting one of the people that was running for the election in Panama to try to put him in office over Noriega. All of this so they can get the Panama Canal. So, long story short, Panama Canal don't belong to America at all. They try to steal it from the Panamanians. And now Trump is talking about that place belonged to us, and now we got to take it back. It was a gift given unto us. That's a damn lie. You try to steal it. And they wasn't giving it to you. They wasn't trying to give Panama to America. They was trying to kill Noriega so many different times. Even in America, they had it in the news talking about he's a murderer, he's a killer. We got to find Noriega, all of this and that. But the CIA wasn't telling people that they used to work with Noriega. Same like they did with Saddam Hussein and also Gaddafi. No, not Gaddafi. Also Osama bin Laden. So America is the bully, and when they can't get their way, they make everybody seem as the villain. God?
God.
So what's funny about this as well? Get 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 1.
And it's the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Right, hold it right there. The Lord said destruction on the Babylon and Asia, right? Now, with Babylon that symbolizes America and Asia, that's speaking about Moab in them. Why did the Lord say that? Now let's get 2 Esdras 15 and verse 46.
Second Esdras 15 and 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
So what is this talking about? Whatever America does, guess who try to copy? Moab and them. God? Because they want to be the next America. They want to take their spot. So now Trump is mad because they got Panama Canal right now. And he said, no, that belongs to us.
Right.
All right.
The United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Look at that, man.
Wow. That's fighting words.
God.
Salaki.
God.
Salaki.
Go ahead, King.
Most of I done heard a lot of, presidential speeches, and especially this president here, he speaks of pride. He speaks of pride. They speak proudly. And you look at Proverbs 16 and 18, pride goes before destruction. And also Psalm 64 and 8. So they should make their own tongue fall upon themselves. I mean, they getting themselves into a lot of trouble, because all these, they allies will turn against them, and I think this is just my perception of, it's gonna be just America and Israel fighting all these other countries, even their own people. So this is, this guy here is something else. Because I listened to this speech, since this class, man, this guy, every time you turn around, you talking about how prideful they are and how proud he is about, what they doing. And man, they headed for destruction. They headed for destruction.
They can't run. This is the perfect guy for this. Right?
Yeah.
This is crazy. We actually got a president with
Above all,
balls.
my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Now, why they so obsessed with Mars, right? Why is America so obsessed with Mars?
Slaki, is it because it's the closest planet other than the moon, closest planet to the Earth?
No, it's more than that, right? Look at this. Y'all can see the screen?
Yeah.
It says God of War, right? Mars was a Roman god of war and second only to Jupiter in the Roman pantheon. Although most of the myths involving Mars were borrowed from the Greek god of war Ares, Mars did have some uniquely Roman features. Mars is considered level-headed, then an impulsive and disruptive Ares, right? So what is it with Mars? Mars symbolizes who? The Roman god of what? War.
War.
Khan?
Khan.
That's the spirit of Esau.
Right.
Right? He's a person of war.
It's red too.
It's red, exactly. So what is that? Why they keep talking about Mars? Why they not talking about we're gonna go to Pluto? Why they not talking about we're gonna go to this place, that place? We're gonna go to this planet, that planet. They keep talking about Mars. The Lord is lining everything up about this devil, man. So easy.
Salakia.
Go ahead, sis.
Could it also be a form of them speaking in codes? Like the code, the ancient Roman god of war. So when they reference Mars, they referencing, tiny and Roman in so many words.
Yeah, it could be that too. But remember, let's get Obadiah chapter 1. That's a good point too as well, sis. Because he does speak in codes as well. But remember, the Lord says he's going to give him a great sword. Like in Revelation chapter 6. Like that red horse to make war amongst the people, right? But let's get Obadiah chapter 1, because what is Trump speaking about when he said Mars? Let's see.
Mars into new and beautiful horizons, and we will pursue our manifest destiny into again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching America.
Listen, man, you can't make this up, man.
Right.
This devil, you cannot make this up. Everything he's saying, this is all prophecy. God? Right? I just looked it up for y'all real quick. What was the manifest destiny? Manifest destiny was the idea that white Americans were divinely ordained to settle in the entire continent of North America. That's what they talk about, manifest destiny. Esau saying he was rightly ordained to be here in America, which is true. That was prophecy. But how did he get it? It's genocide. God? So now, what did he say again? We're going to pursue our manifest destiny into what? Into stars launching America, right? Watch this.
Astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
On the planet Mars, which ties into the God of war, like Esau's spirit. But let's get Obadiah chapter 1.
Chapter 1, what verse you want?
And start at verse 1.
Fine. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
You see, let us rise up against her in battle. That's why Esau is coming with that fire. He's desperate. He's back into a corner. The whole earth is against him. All the nations rising up against him. The BRICS nation is rising up against his devil. His economy is collapsing. Read on.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
You see,
pride of,
how has the Lord made them small among the heathen? Their birth rate is going down. When Trump was talking about the diseases and all of this stuff, he's going to heal all of this. That's a lie. Your drugs, the same things you use against us in the Black and African American community, Black and Hispanic community, the drugs that you used against us to destroy us, the Lord is using it to backfire against you now. These Edomites is killing themselves. They're becoming crackheads, drug addicts, and all of this stuff. They're destroying themselves. That's why that Governor Abbott, which was in Texas, that's why he had that riot against Joe Biden and united half of the governors of America, half of the states of America, and said, we got to protect our borders. We sick and tired of Joe Biden. He's not a good leader. He's allowing people to come into the country. And one of the things he was talking about that he had an issue with was, he said his children, the white children of America, were dying in mass numbers because of drugs. The same thing he did to us, the Lord is using it against them 10 times more. And plus, their women don't even want to populate no more. And their women is starting to hate their own men. The Lord is shutting them down. And if you think the Lord can't do that, the Lord did that to Abimelech. He threatened Abimelech and told him, if you don't give Sarah back to Abraham, I'm going to shut the womb of all your people within your kingdom. Nobody in your kingdom is going to have a child. That's what the Lord said. He even did it to Pharaoh when he killed the firstborns. So what is he doing? He's doing the same thing to Esau right now. So they're desperate.
Like it.
God.
If you read verse 3, it's just what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I got it. They're desperate.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody hates them. And they're going to hate Esau even more. You don't see how proud he is? They're going to hate this devil even more now. Right? Now he's talking about Mars. Read on.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Listen, man, as you listening to this speech, that's exactly how Trump is feeling right now. Right? The dude just beat 34 counts, felony. He just survived a so-called assassination attempt. They try to bar him again. They try to stop him for the January 6th incident, causing a riot. Everything he's throwing against him. And he's overcoming it. Why? Because the Lord is using it.
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don. Right? And what it says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. All right? Now look what it says. Read on.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Now you can't even make this up. Because what happened 3 weeks ago? Guess what happened 3 weeks ago? Let me see. You cannot make this up, man. Look at this. What was it about? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look what it says. Why it took 248 years for the bald eagle to become America's national bird. You see how the law works? Look how the law works, man. Look. Bald eagle officially declared U.S. national bird after 250 years. By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. God.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You see that? They're stepping into their prophecy. They're stepping into their manifest destiny. They're literally stepping into their role.
And don't even know it.
And don't even know it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do.
So
and they said, to hell with it. We're going to go out guns blazing.
250 years, ain't that about how long we was in slavery?
Yeah, about 450 something.
I mean, before they, so-called free.
So they always had the eagle, but it just now becoming official.
Right. Why?
Yeah,
It's
that's what, yeah.
It's prophecy. It's the Lord putting the stamp on it.
Right.
He's making it obvious for everybody. These are the devil. This is the eagle. This is America. This is them.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I
was trying. So that date was just what, 2 weeks ago?
Let me see.
Like December what?
December 25th. Around what? Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, Christmas. You can't make it up.
Wow.
Officially notarized.
Officially notarized.
They biggest pagan holiday.
Good.
They white Jesus.
Right. You see? Everything comes in due time. But when it all comes, it's all come in one.
Salaki, anybody see that show on Netflix, The Barbarian?
Yeah, Khan. Oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
See that? That's the eagle was all in there.
That's that eagle lock. And
they was making people kiss that eagle.
God.
Bow down to it, yeah.
That's America. Everything's starting to tie together. It makes sense now. All right. So now what is he saying? He's saying what? We're gonna set our nest among the stars. We're gonna go to Mars.
Right.
All right.
Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the...
But hold on. Explorers, builders, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. But who's the one that's building all this stuff? Who's the one that created all the inventions for America? It's us. The Israelites. This man right here.
The frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one
See, now he's bringing back up his ancestors, right? His American forefathers that raped, robbed, murdered, and pillaged and slaughtered the people for this land, right? He's bringing back up the days of old. Let me see.
comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny.
Hold on now. Wait a damn minute. They tame wild lands and all of this stuff. They're talking about the Native Seminole Indians. You
Right.
didn't tame them, you slaughtered them.
Call them savages.
Right, called them savages. Wild West ended slavery.
Tame them.
You broke slavery.
You tame an animal.
Right. You see that? Rescue millions from tyranny. You're the tyrant. This man, let me get Deuteronomy 28. You talking about rescuing people, and nigga, Negro, you the tyrant. You devil. Start at verse 28:48.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
See that? So we know the Lord sent them against us, but he's a slave master. Read on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Look at that.
God.
And the eagle's back again. That same eagle they're talking about. Same eagle on the back of the American dollar bill at their White House. Right? Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right, English. We were speaking Hebrew, but they beat the Hebrew out of us, and now we're speaking English. Now jump to verse 68 now.
Verse 68. The classic.
God.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right. So that's us in slavery right now. Transportation was to what? Slave ships. Transatlantic slave trade and bring us over here to America. In the hands of these devils to this day, like Jeremiah 50 and 33. Now, praise of Azariah, chapter 1 and 9. Read this verse, King, when you get a chance.
Prayer of Azariah. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, I got it on the screen as well, too.
I got it.
1 and 9.
Con. And thou, prayer Azariah, chapter 1, verse 9. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, Yahweh, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world.
And that's what we see on the screen right now.
Damn.
You can't make this up. Lawless. They create laws, then they break it. They don't go by their own laws. Hateful sakers of God. They hate God. Speaking about the Most High and the unjust King and the most wicked in all of the world. That's dumb. The Bible is clear when you know who it's talking about.
Right. Clear.
God.
Billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens.
Yeah, he says split the atom. What is that? The Lord gave him the knowledge to create the nuclear bomb. The same bomb he dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but he don't know it's going to be used for his destruction.
And put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand.
Look at that. Put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of human hand. This man think he's God.
If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
Yeah, he don't understand. So it's 10:38, basically 11. So let me show you how this with Trump, because let me save this one. Let me show you how this right now, and then we'll close out. Two more. So this guy right here, check this out.
Just heading over to MedSearch.
Strapped with hundreds of millions of dollars in legal fees and court judgments, former President Donald Trump has turned to selling Bibles online.
Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book.
For $59.99, Trump is now hawking what he calls the God Bless the USA Bible that includes texts of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence.
Proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
President Trump famously held the Bible upside down after police cleared Lafayette Park during protests. The Bible is a licensing deal. Trump will collect royalties, meaning proceeds of this Bible will go in.
So now, like they were saying, he was selling Bibles, right? And said, we're gonna pray and make America great again. Let's make America pray again. Let me get Jeremiah 7:16.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee.
You can't make this up, man. He said, make America pray again.
Basically, Lord said, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your breath.
Yeah.
Right? And now what happens? He got a Bible in his hand. Let's get Psalms chapter 50 in verse 16.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right. What are you to do with my Bible? Or to speak about my word, about praying for your people, or healing America, or saving America? Esau ain't got a damn thing to do with the Bible. But he'll use it to sell it and make money. But he don't follow it. Ain't that crazy? He'll have it in his hands and sell it to make some money, but he don't follow it. Then the Lord said, buy the truth and sell it not.
Come.
But what is he doing? Let me get Job 24. Job 24 and verse number Job 24 and 14.
Job 24, verse 14.
That she is. And then I know with her, I be putting one
Hey,
time.
Salaki, mute your
"You
phone.
so mad."
Please
I'm
mute your
like, oh,
phone.
sure, no, because you ain't gonna say I overworked you. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Hey,
Well, I know you
Salakia, mute
tell
your
that
phone.
now.
Mute
I
your
couldn't
phone.
get to this because Eric have yeah, no, all this.
Samantha,
Yeah.
mute your phone.
You gotta be careful the things you say and ask that girl to do because she flips shit. Yeah.
Hey, sis, mute your phone.
He lie
Samantha,
on his
mute your
life.
phone.
Right. If you lie, you just don't lie. You just don't lie. Mm-hmm. I
Mute
need
your
some
phone,
more
Samantha.
Oh, right. I'm
You
like,
don't
I'm
hear?
trying to do that.
Hey,
You don't
call
hear?
Samantha.
I remember when I had to do like the liquid diet.
Zephaniah, call Samantha.
Some of this for my lunch. Well, get some more. I used to do they didn't call it a veggie plate, but it's the real onions, peppers, and all that. Feta cheese. That was my meal. Some. Hey.
Hold on.
Hello.
Sis, can you hear us? Your phone unmuted.
Okay, Khan, can you hear me?
Samantha.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, so Slakia, read that verse again, Job 24 and 14.
It's the book of Job, chapter 24, verse 14. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief.
Right, there you go. That's Trump. Right? He rising with that Bible, rising with the light. Let me see, where's this? Here we go. You can't make this up. He's rising with the light. What is the light? The Bible.
God.
He's the murderer. That's Esau. Kill and destroy. And he's attacking who? The poor. Right? Oh yeah. Why did I bring out that point? So this was the point right here. Because he went from holding the Bible to now, guess what he just did recently? Look at this.
Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Okay, so what just happened there? He was supposed to swear on the Bible and put his hand on the Bible, right?
Yeah.
He refused to do it.
Yeah. Salaki.
Yeah.
I noticed his wife was holding two Bibles.
Mm-hmm.
One was the Holy Bible, and I heard, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that they also swear on the Satanic Bible also. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he refused to put his hand on that Bible. Because what? All the promises that he made, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
So he didn't put his hand on the Bible?
Huh?
He didn't put his hand on the Bible?
Yeah, he didn't put his hand on the Bible.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it. You can look it up when you get a chance. Everybody's talking about it.
Con.
I think probably the first president in hundreds of years that haven't done that. Boy, oh my God. It's about to get crazy, man. Let me get Psalms chapter 50 and verse number 17 now.
Psalms 50, verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee.
That's why he didn't put his hand on the Bible. Because Esau by nature hates the instructions of the Lord, do laws. And he don't care about the laws of God, really. People talking about Trump, he's stopping the transgender agenda and male and female only. Yeah, because he's trying to save his people. They're depopulating. Their numbers is going down. Because what he tried to use against us now is backfiring against him and his nation. Con?
Con.
And then people think this is a game. His running man, his right-hand man, Elon Musk. Look what he did.
Elections that come and go. Some elections are, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Wait a minute now. Do we got some Nazis in the house?
Definitely.
You see? They're bold now because they're in the office. They ain't got to hide no more.
This
like
one.
Messiah said with the article. Basically, firing all the black employees. Clean the house. We in here now. White power's in here now. We taking back everything. See that? Holding the Bible upside down. No respect for the word of the Lord. But now when you talk about the Bible, because you're selling it for money.
He did that on purpose too, right?
Did it on purpose. God. Because remember, it says he understands dark sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Prophets of doom. He know what he's talking about. All right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sis.
Like with the people when they do like the cross symbol, but it be like the upside down cross, and by the Bible upside down, it can represent that in so many ways, huh?
Right. I was just thinking about that too.
Yeah, and if people think it's a game, if you think it's a game, look at Elon Musk.
Gone.
A devil worshiping Baphomet costume he was wearing 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's a famous picture.
Con. Same as this right here. And Elon Musk himself said when he was dealing with the AI, he said, yeah, they had to summon a demon. Yeah, they in there. They're proud as hell too. See? But it's our people don't know what's going on and what's about to happen. Right? So the reason why I call this letter, this lesson, execute order 66, because tying into executive orders, 100 executive orders that he signed in, right? But also it's tying into Star Wars. And it's funny with the Star Wars program and also with SpaceX and him talking about, space wars and everything, right? America's going to be in space, go to Mars, right? Let me show y'all this guy right here. All right, it says the history of Order 66 explained from Star Wars. Order 66 is an infamous part of Star Wars mythology. This command is the top secret order that Chancellor Palpatine gives to all the clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith. Right? Now, when he's talking about the clone troopers, that ties into the white supremacists. That ties into the white supremacists. Let me show you this. These were the
That's
clone
in the
troopers.
white, and the ones in the white, them trooper, yeah.
Yeah, God.
Mm-hmm.
That's the white supremacists. That's the white power. That's the MAGA hats. Right? And what happened? Gives to all the clones. He's a chancellor. It's like a president. And what is called what? Revenge of the Sith. The Sith is speaking about the wicked, Satan, on the left-hand side. And their revenge. What is that tying into? Revenge of Esau. Which dictates that all Jedis are traitors to the Galactic Republic and subject to summary execution.
That's what it's all about, yep.
So who are the Jedis? Because the word
Israelites.
Jedi, exactly, the word Jedi comes from the tribe of Judah. The word Jedi comes from the tribe of Judah. Yoda himself, who was green, because whenever Esau pictures somebody as green, he'll talk about the aliens. And we already know green, talking about the aliens, they're not really green. They're black. They're angels. Right? That's in the chariots. Yoda ties into the word Yehuda. Yehuda ties into the word Judah. Right? And what happened with Yoda, the lightsaber that he had was green. That also ties in with Yahushua with the color green.
And he got all the wisdom.
Lord, exactly, the wisdom too as well, King Khan. The Sith Lord had the color red. That ties into who? Esau. Right? So Chancellor Palpatine gives to all clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith. That's the sleeper cells. That's the sleeper agents. The secret MAGA hats. The secret white supremacists. The Aryan Brotherhood. Because he speaks in code and dog whistles. Which dictates that all Jedi are traitors to the Galactic Republic. What is the Galactic Republic? It's speaking about America. Khan. Remember what he said about America? His founding fathers found it, and they built up a beautiful republic. Right? And subject to summary execution. Did people forget about them guillotines that they ordered a couple of years ago in caskets? In the wake of the mass slaughter of Jedi that follows, that's Esau. Remember, he commits genocide. Palpatine transformed the Republic into a galactic empire. Now he want to conquer the whole Earth. He want all the nation to be under him. He goes on to rule the galaxy until his apprentice, Darth Vader, kills him at the end of Return of the Jedi. That's speaking about the return of the Force, the righteous. Now, Darth Vader, let's show you this.
Darth Vader is Illuminati.
Yeah, but Darth Vader, he got a long cloak and the helmet and all that stuff. Why is he black like that, all black? Because remember, if the white ones, if the white stormtroopers are the races, the KKK, and Darth Vader is all black, who would Darth Vader be?
Judah.
Not just Judah. Because if you watch the Star Wars movie, he was a chosen.
Okay.
And he has the all garment, the full garment. They're basically taking the setup of Darth Vader from Yahushua. And one thing with Esau movie, the villains are actually the heroes and the heroes are the villains. So in Star Wars, the white stormtrooper are actually the villains and Darth Vader is actually the hero. Because everything he does, he turns it upside down. Let me show you this. So what happened with Order 66? Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me close these windows. So Order 66 also ties into the King Alpha plan. It ties into, trying to stop the Black Messiah from rising up. Right? It ties into Israelites trying to come back into power and wiping them out, mass slaughter, by labeling them as traitors and having the whole world go against them. That's what he did to the Jedi's in movies. So look, this is symbology like Trump. Early years and what happened. Everybody loved him. But behind the scenes, he was the wicked the whole time. Let me show this right here.
Why did Palpatine wait so long to execute?
And do you see what the title says?
Execute Order 66.
How long it say he waited?
3 years.
Right. It said he was waiting that long to execute Order 66, to give out the plan, to give out the go-ahead, the green light. All right? But watch this. Let's see why.
Palpatine wait so long to execute Order 66? One common question is why Palpatine waited 3 years to execute Order 66 when he could have just done it right away. Well, there is actually 2 reasons for this. The first was that eliminating the Jedi was not his only priority. Although he wanted to wipe out the Jedi Order, he also needed complete power over the entire galaxy. So to do that, he had to build trust with the public.
Do y'all hear what that just said?
Done.
He had to build trust with the public. Khan? It said he could have been wiped them out, but he had to build trust with the public first. What you think Trump is doing right now? He can't do no wrong. Everybody's loving him.
Yeah, especially he brought TikTok back now.
Oh, forget it.
He got a lot of trust.
It's a wrap. So now what happened?
Gaining the trust of both the Senate and the general public for over...
You see, he had to get the trust of the Democratic and the Republican. Whether they like it or not, now they on his side. He's running the show. Even though he got a puppet behind him, but he's the face of the movement now.
Man, he the willow tree.
He that willow tree, and they're putting it all in the movie.
3 years, it would then make his transition to become emperor a lot easier.
See, to become president a lot easier.
Fine.
The second reason was that he also needed to make sure that the Jedi would be seen as traitors.
Look at that, man. You can't make this up. Everything that happens in the Bible, they put it in the movie. You can't make this up. God. And come to find out, he was the Sith Lord the whole time. Because his power was of who? Satan the whole time. But he had to show them one thing. When behind the scenes, he was the devil the whole time. He had to get the love of the people. And guess what? That's what Nero did exactly as well. That's why when betrayal comes, you never expect it. Because you'll trust in the person and you'll never see them betrayed.
By spreading lies that Mace Windu tried to assassinate him, Palpatine Jedi would be seen as would then make his transition to become emperor a lot easier. The second reason was that he also needed to make sure that the Jedi would be seen as traitors. By spreading lies that Mace Windu tried to assassinate him, Palpatine...
Hold on. Don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound familiar?
Eggs make all our family moments.
Hey, is this a movie or real life? Don't that sound familiar? God?
God.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.
Hmm?
Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
And your head is bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes. Okay, my shoes down. Come on, get the shoe. Watch out.
He said, wait. Come on, man. And hold on. Doesn't he hate Barack Obama? What's going on here now? And look, everybody's there.
Satanic.
Everybody's there. Jimmy Carter funeral. And you can't make this up because he's seen the chariots. Look at that. Everybody is there. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama. Everybody is there. God, Mike Pence. You see? You can't make this up. They're all on the same team.
Right.
That's what it is. They're all on the same team. So now, if you go back to this guy right here,
galaxy. So to do that, he had to build trust with the public. By gaining the trust of both the Senate and the general public for over 3 years, it would then make his transition to become emperor a lot easier. The second reason was that he also needed to make sure that the Jedi would be seen as traitors. By spreading lies that Mace Windu tried to assassinate him, Palpatine made himself look completely innocent.
look at that.
Do you type up for work?
You see? Close it off, Fox. Second Edge 16 now.
God.
That's why it's called Order 66. This man waited till he was in the right position to get everything he needed to execute that order. And to frame the people at the same time. I bet you. All of this is going to tie back to Israel. All of this is going to tie back to Israel. Because Nero did the same exact thing. When Rome burned, he blamed it on Israelites. And he the one that burned it. So now the assassination, I bet you at the end, they're going to say we did it. The damn Ishmaelite bombing, they're going to say we did it. Look, we already on a terrorist list. And we didn't kill nobody. God?
God.
We on the terrorist list for teaching the Bible. We ain't killed nobody. Everything that's going on, they're going to blame it on us at the end. That's why I said the Lord said they're going to hate you. Everybody's going to hate us. They're going to speak evil of us. They're going to bring us to the governments and the counselors and everything. Same thing happened with Palpatine. Everybody believed him, and then they found out later on he was a Sith Lord the whole time. And execute Order 66, that ties in also to what? 666.
Right.
Like the beast number. You can't make this up. And this is all in a movie, man. Bring it out, King. Second Esdras 16 and verse number 68.
It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
All right, read on.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
You see,
and
those that
in
trust in
reproach.
Esau, they're going to be confused. The Lord, he's going to get destroyed. These sellout jakes that trust in his devil, he's going to destroy them. Read on.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
Right, he's going to kill them. Right, read on.
For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Hey, listen. You can't make this up. Watch this. You cannot make this up. All of this, they set it up. Look at this. More than 100 Texans active in January 6th insurrection among those pardoned. Look at that. He pardoned all the Edomites that was there. Think about that, Ak. He caused a riot for them to attack the Capitol. We was there. And then they
Right.
talking about they're going to arrest him and all of them. And then once he get into office, he pardoned all of them. You can't make it up. But Elder Torah was talking about it. He said he's going to focus on the agitators. So what is he basically telling you? I'm not going to go after the ones that attacked the building. No, they was agitated. They was forced. Somebody forced them to do that. Somebody pushed them. Somebody was causing the issue more. That's the Israelites. Esau gonna blame everything on us. God?
God.
It says it's gonna bring a great insurrection. Read on.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
See, that's the key word. Destroying those that fear the Lord. That's who he's coming after. That's the target. The Israelites. Because Jake don't really fear the Lord. Jake is finished. Esau tell Jake to eat pork. He gonna eat it. He don't really fear the Lord, but we do. And he knows that. Read on.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Hey, same as with your items in your house. Same as with your money. Same as with your pension. Speaking about the house, the White House. They kicking out all the black employees out of the White House. Literally. And then plus your house that you own right now, your homes that you own right now. This devil could write laws, make up laws to take away your house. Eminent domain. He gonna pull out all the stops. Read on.
Then shall they be known, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
And that's the test. Because Satan is going to be used to what? To sharpen the righteous. Esau is used as a sword, iron sharpeneth iron. To test those that are really about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. When we're going through hardships and struggles and trials and tribulations. Those that really believe in the Lord and His truth is going to show. God?
God.
Read on.
Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
Listen, man, as soon as he came into office, he said 100 executive orders. He's not playing no games. The day of trouble, Jacob's trouble is at hand. But the Lord will save the righteous. But we all got to go through that fire. Read on.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is your guide.
Right. Don't be afraid of the martial law. Don't be afraid of these damn devils. Put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Make sure you're keeping the laws and commandments. Make sure you're loving your brothers and sisters. Make sure you're praying for those that are in need. For those that are struggling. Those that are going through things, ups and downs. Pray for those that don't have homes. Because you got one. You could be like the people in California. In one day, just lose your whole house. Or be like the people that's homeless in California that's been homeless and looked down upon. God?
God.
Read on.
And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord God. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Right. Don't let your sins weigh you down, man. It's never how you start, it's how you finish. And listen, this devil is coming to try to finish us. The way this demon is working, the whole world is with him now. And who's going to be the number one enemy and target? Israel. God?
God.
But everything will happen in due time. But we got to keep pushing. Let me get one more to close it out. Isaiah 59 and 19.
And it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
And this is chess. He still got to come in his power. Satan, Trump, moving that demonic energy, that dragon, come right at the service of the Lord. But the Lord said, don't touch my anointing and do them no harm. Those that proceed to touch them, fire shall come out of their mouth. Shut the heavens, create earthquakes, miracles, bring angels. All of these things about to happen. In order for the righteous to be saved in these times, we got to deal with the wicked. And we all going to be tested. Read on.
And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord.
And Yahushua going to come back. That's why they had that movie, The Jedi Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi Strikes Back. The Sith Lord's Revenge. All of this is Bible scripture. And they put it all in the movies right in front of our face. And Death Star is speaking about the chariots. They put it right in front of our face the whole time. So Israel, we gotta get locked in, man. Stay focused, keep the laws, keep the commandments. You know, let's keep each other in prayer. Let's get locked in, family.
God.
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 But that's the end of the lesson. Hopefully I was edified. And Kwame Yeah, so we're gonna close out with the Lord's Prayer. If anybody wanted any comments or anything before we close out.
Sloppy. Excellent lesson, King. Very edifying. Learned a lot.
Praise Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. That joint still tripped me out. Order 66. I'm like, this nigga the Sith Lord. Oh, man. God.
Salaki, powerful lesson. Powerful lesson.
God. Hey, that's the least we can do, man.
Uh,
Least we can do.
I'm finna get it on replay as soon as it upload.
God.
I'm finna watch this again tonight.
Watch out for that devil, man. That damn peace and safety, but sudden destruction. So I'll give you at least 30 seconds. Let's close out with the Lord's Prayer. Let's close out with the Lord's Prayer. Picture this demon. Praise Yahweh Bashim Yoshai Bashim Chakadash Shemai Yashabala Yahweh Allah Haynawa Yahweh Ahad Abinawa Shabashamayim Kudasha Yasham Ka Yahweh Malakufka Tabaratazaka Haya Isha Barataza Kawa Haya Bashamayim Natalanawa Laham Hayawam وصلحنا وخبوافنا وكسلحنا وخبوافنا ولا تبينا وبنسي ونبال هوشينا وين رايك يا لك ملك وفهالا وتبرف لا ولم يم آمين. We ask Yahweh Bashim Yoshai to please watch over us and guide us, to protect us, to direct our steps, to strengthen us, to help those that are in lowest estate, to help those that are in situations that are in dire need. Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. To help find our brothers and sisters that are lost, Yahweh Shemel Shai, to help protect us in these last days and keep us safe and have angels around us, Yahweh Shemel Shai. To help those that are in any situation that they're going through, and ups and downs, Yahweh Shemel Shai, to help our loved ones, to help our family members, to help Israel throughout the four corners of the earth, to help out the brothers and sisters of the body HOI, and all the other camps throughout the four corners of the earth. To help those that are in trials and tribulations right now, Yahweh Shemel Shai. To strengthen us for these times that's coming up ahead and for these prophecies that's coming. To strengthen us for the challenge of Jacob's trouble, to also guide us and protect us, and to give us the spirit of unity and gathering amongst brothers and sisters. To move as a family, move as a team, move as a nation, Yahweh Shemel Shai. To help reveal our gifts and our talents, Yahweh Shemel Shai, so we can use them for your benefits of your word, and also for the offices and the ministry in these times of trials and tribulations. We also ask you to bring death and destruction and wrath and righteous judgment on these heathens, on those that try to come against us, try to destroy us, try to harm us, try to throw curses against us, and try to bring wickedness around us, Yahweh Shemel Shai. To protect us and guide us and to keep us strong, mentally, physically, spiritually, to also guide us as well in wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and also financially, also to keep us to endure for the kingdom of heaven. The water the wab evalam. Amen. Ah. Praises all praises, family. Hopefully, your brothers and sisters was edified. And we'll be back again tomorrow. The mighty, mighty King Kasadia, HOI News himself.
God.
The bringer of good news to Israel and bad news to Esau. Most High keep us safe.
Oh, praises.
All praises, man.
Inshallah.
Shalom, shalom. Everybody have a good night.
Mighty
All
reader,
praises.
King. Water again.
The recording has stopped.